It's amazing. I think I'm blessed to have a great co-star like Aisha, and she's very friendly, very jovial. It's not my intention to ruin your fandom, but see, there is a parallel fandom which is running, so people are liking the equations as well. I had some, skepticism regarding the character and the flow of the character, the screen time of the character.
So I should first of all a warm welcome to GlitzVision USA.
Thank you so much, and it's really feels amazing to be with GlitzVision USA, and I'm really looking forward for your interview now. So yes, it's very hectic. In fact, we have been shooting 5 nights back to back in Film City, as you must have seen in the episode that we have shown. So last night I wrapped up a little early. So thankfully today I have an off. But yes, coming back to your question, I'm totally loving the character, loving the shoot, and I'm really looking forward. Actually, surprisingly, very there were more of compliments. In fact, I was checking. I got all these tweets regarding some polling happening between Sairat fans and Saya fans, and it was pretty, neck to neck. And in fact, in some tweets, we won also. But then that's a very superficial thing. I mean, whatever is done by the broadcasting team, and it totally depends on what the audiences want. But yes, coming back to the question, the shoot for the promo was really good. Fortunately for me, I got free pretty early during that day. But yes, the response has been very overwhelming. I'll be honest on that. And fans have loved the look of the promo. They have loved Satya and Sai in the whole bridal and the groom look. So they are actually looking forward for this whole track. See, the numbers are talking about themselves. I mean, the show has been doing well for the last 2.5 years. It fluctuates from number one to number two, and right now again we are right after Anupama. So it's an immensely popular show. People love the characters in the show, and when I was narrated the character for Satya, I was like, this is it, and it really hit me. When you hear the character, there has to be something for you to say yes to it, and it had that thing. So for me, you can say it's definitely a comeback show, especially after the kind of response I've got. And just today, I checked that again. I'm trending on Twitter. I mean, Satya has been trending, Saya has been trending, the show has been trending. So that's a very good sign. That means people are loving the new equation, the new chemistry, and yeah, I had some skepticism regarding the character and the flow of the character, the screen time of the character. But then I was assured that this character is going to stay in the show, and it's a very very relevant character. It's like a new lead in the show, basically, if you see. So yeah, so far it's been really good, and they have really worked on the equations for Satya. Like, he has a different equation with his family. They have introduced the entire family. He has a very bitter past. We have shown that as well. Plus his equation in the hospital, and then of course with Sai. So he's very much there, and I think there's a parallel story running with the main story around Satya and Sai. So this is all again speculation. We haven't really discussed anything about it. It again, as I had said in my previous interviews, also, it all depends on what the audiences want. If they really like the equation between Sai and Satya, it might not even happen. So again, that's a call that the makers have to take, and the creatives have to take, the writers have to take. So it's a very open-ended thing. Anything can happen in TV, as we know, because everything is driven by numbers. It's amazing. I think I'm blessed to have a great co-star like Aisha, and she's very friendly, very jovial. I would say she's a live wire on set. Actually, the energy levels with her is very high on set, and it reflects on screen as well. The chemistry it shows. We have become very good friends, and yeah, and I'm really, really enjoying my scenes with her. Predominantly, I do shoot with her only, then a bit with my family and the rest of the cast. But I think the equation itself speaks for itself, and people are loving because it's very organic. in the show that we're showing, that it's in a very developing stage and it's written very nicely, and of course she's a brilliant actor, as we all seen her performing, so that shows during the scenes that we shoot also. Great guy, very friendly. मेरे साथ तो नील बहुत अच्छा ही है. He's like a brother, and we do talk about cinema, and we've had whatever interactions we've discussed our likings and dislikings, apart from the show, of course. So he was very warm to me when I met him, and very gracious, and yeah, I mean, he has been doing this show and he's a super popular character. Audiences love him, and it's fun to shoot with him as well. I mean, I've shot very few scenes with him, but whatever we have shot, it's come out nice. And yeah, I mean, we have had a great bond as well. So see, when you're doing television, you can't really take up anything else, and most of my days are consumed for this show. So I doubt parallelly I would be able to do anything. But yes, I am definitely looking forward for some good OTT stuff after the show, whenever it gets over, or if it gets over. So currently I'm fully focused and all my energies are channelized on this project, and I'm not really thinking anything apart from the show, because my full focus is on the character, on the storyline, and because it is a lot of hard work, and a lot of thinking goes into it, how you have to do each and every day the scenes which are given, because a lot of times you do improvise with things which are not there in the scene. So currently I'm fully channelized on the show. It's been great, actually. So fortunately, my struggle period wasn't in the start. Actually, I started off pretty well. The first two shows that I did were really the best shows that I've done so far, and so yeah, in between I had taken a sabbatical for 2 years because I didn't find any good work, so I was just saying no to a lot of things. So I would say my struggle period was pretty recent, actually, rather than in the initial phase of my career. And you do value when you see those times, you do value the work that comes your way, and you appreciate it, and you know what it means to be where you are, and that's the same thing with me as well. See, for me, it was very clear that this is where I belong and this is what I have to do. So I kept on auditioning in that span, and whatever came my way, I was doing it. So it's a very simple say. I just say one thing: you have to be relentless, otherwise it's ruthless. So that's the way I believe, and that's what I follow. So you have to be, continuous in your efforts, and of course there are times when things don't go your way, but then those are testing times. You have to come strong and look forward for what comes your way, and whatever doesn't kill you makes you only stronger. So that's the thing I believe in, and that's what I've been following, and I think it's paying off now. It's not my intention to ruin your your fandom, but see, there is a parallel fandom which is running, so people are liking the equations as well, and I will just say, may the best person win. That's all I can say. It's just an entire call by the channel, by the creatives, and by the writers. So let's just appreciate whatever we do, and it's not that nothing is personal against anyone. People are just trying to do the best work they want to and they can, and just enjoy some good work. That's all. Some good performances. That's all. It might come from anyone. So be it me or Ayesha or Neil or Ayesha. So it doesn't really matter. What should happen? What should be the cause is that the show should come out strong eventually. So that should be the bigger picture. Thank you so much. Keep on showering more love, and I'll keep on giving my best to you. Hi, this is Harshad Arora, and you're watching me on GlitzVision USA.